This is the summary of the calm and quiet mind. I have spoken in different, maybe 4 videos about the calm and quiet mind from different angles. And this is the last piece to kind of point the way we may live with calm and quiet mind, how we do that. Number one is to start to explore. If you have interest, you may find to a certain stage. My talk here may be limited, but depending on your intuition, insight, you may get the idea without getting too much detail or logical discussion. So if you feel comfortable, please try it. Now, how you try it? One suggestion I have is maybe there are 2 ways to do it. One is a controlled way, as in the sitting meditation. The other is the more dynamic way of daily life. So the first one about sitting, this may be able to cultivate and develop the understanding clearer, because you find the time, hopefully repeatedly every day or whatever the sequence, or morning and before you go to bed. Just sit. As an idea, what I did is that I didn't want to limit myself to do it every single day and 1 hour each or whatever, because I thought my patience and I knew myself that it sounds too restrictive. So basically, I attended the 10-day course and I found a wonderful experience and the ideas from Vipassana. So the way is very simple: to sit and monitor the time, beginning and end, how many seconds or the minutes. It could be better if you can last longer, but it doesn't matter because you don't want to force yourself too much. But you may need to explore, to sometimes force a little bit. So here you have a page and the date, start time and ending time, and net exercise time, sitting time in meditation. And then you have a comment, and you can just use a mark of a circle or a triangle or whatever to indicate the level of satisfaction, how deep you get into it. Or you're just tossing all the ideas and your mind is bothering, so maybe it's not that productive, but reality is reality. So this is a feedback mechanism to know the level of your satisfaction about your meditation. Nothing to say good or bad, just to accept whatever it is and just monitor it. That's the whole point. That's part of the liberation. You don't fight. And then you may put a little comment. In my case, I did a little black dot exercise I mentioned somewhere else, which is when I have some emotional problem, suffering or whatever, I put the black dot, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, and made a little comment to that. So you continue it. So you have an idea possibly developed over time, cause and effect relationship. If you are getting more about the effect of meditation in this controlled setting of sitting meditation, you may start to see the connection of how many circles on the level of meditation and how many black dots. In my case, I have done this for 15 years, and the end result was very satisfactory. Just like a joke, but I had the divorce happen after that 15 years. And so to speak, I went into the market and then I have found myself lots of black dots. I thought I may be going to hell and I just wanted to experience it in a way, instead of living a peaceful and a little bit boring and not stimulating life. And that's what happened. And I even stopped my meditation. After several years, I figured out, okay, I'm getting older now and I have to revisit. And also my life became, I realized what I could go through. In the life profile, I mentioned about, this is in the other talk, in the video, I also navigated by monitoring certain aspects of my life by checking, 6 events, 6 elements. I'm not going to talk about it now. But anyway, those are the feedback, and I can write down some summary as a journal kind of thing. And I can even use Facebook as a part of that exercise. So back to the second one, which is the dynamic situation. That's the interesting one. Ideally, this whole idea of the calm and quiet mind is to have a base in your life, how to operate your mind and body. So it's a moment to practice. When you're sitting, standing, walking, laying down, whatever the situation, if you can maintain that, you are sort of connected to the roots of who you are, where you came from and how you, connection to your body, subconsciousness and all that. So you're not as confined and not to be too reactive or egotistical, because you look at other issues more openly and develop from that of exercise of this calm and quiet mind or meditation, both in control and also dynamic setting, it will bring you a new insight about how to navigate your life. So I think that's good enough just to talk about those couple things to think about. And the rest is for you to play whatever way you want to play. You may have more ideas to share. If so, please leave a message in the comment column. If you want to share some problems, you can write it down. If I have time and understanding of the question is, sometimes it may be very difficult, but if there's a way I can comment on it, I would do that. And hopefully you get something out of this. To me, this is a very important lesson in my life, and I found that I could navigate my life as if reinventing myself over and over, because the world changed, the environment changed, relationship changed, and you change. So you're navigating in a very dynamic world, and I wish you get some benefit, so that in your journey of life you have this gyroscope and the chart and find a way into the future and have fun and be happy. Thank you.